Welcome to part 5 of our Trippy Food Road Trip to Griffith Park in Los Angeles, California. We're wasting time. Let's go see some stuff. Okay, behind me is the historic Griffith Park merry-go-round. It was originally built for the Mission Beach Amusement Center in San Diego in 1926. So it's almost 100 years old. It was moved to Griffith Park in 1937. So it unfortunately can't see it right now, but it features 68 hand-carved wooden horses and a Stinson 165 military band organ. It must be a thing of beauty to see this thing actually operating. Now, it seems to be closed. I can't tell if it's closed for the season or permanently closed or closed for renovation, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to see the carousel itself, but here it is. Okay, so after a short hike off Canyon Road, it's about 2/10 of a mile, we've come to Bronson Canyon. Now this area is also called Bronson Caves or Bronson Cave. From here, you can kind of see back to the end of the cave. There's an opening on the other side. It's just essentially a tunnel. Now the tunnel and the hillsides were all excavated back in, starting in 1903 by the Union Rock Company. This area was originally called Brush Canyon because the extracted stone that was taken from here was used as a base for the Los Angeles city streets, and it was carted out by the Brush Canyon Line electrical train. So if you recognize some of this, it's because it's been used in a multitude of films and TV shows, including The Three Musketeers from 1933, Flash Gordon from 1936, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the Monkees film Head, Friday the 13th Part 6, Star Trek VI, Army of Darkness, The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, one of my favorites, Scorpion King, and also TV shows like A-Team, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Little House on the Prairie, The Lone Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Outer Limits, all of the Star Trek series, Twin Peaks, and Wonder Woman, although it's probably most famous from both the TV show and the movie Batman from 1966, the one starring Adam West and Burt Ward as Batman and Robin. So this, I believe it's this entrance, we'll go and check the other side, but I believe it was this entrance was the entrance to the Bat Cave. And so just off to the side over here, there would have been a sign that said Gotham City 14 miles. So if you remember, atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed, let's move out. There's fencing around one side of the cave. The other end is blocked off with fencing. But I guess you could say cave because there's a couple of little outlets in here. There's a lot of fallen rock, and it's probably why it's fenced off. But it's essentially, it's not like a huge cavern or anything. It's just a little, it's not even a cave, it's a tunnel, essentially. And so we're just made our way back through. Back to the entrance. I don't know, I feel like we're famous now. Okay, so right now we're at kind of a dirt area, which is on a paved trail just at the top of Deronda Drive. And this is probably going to be the best view you're going to get of the Hollywood sign. Now, there's a couple of trails that you can get there from Griffith Park. There's also a trail, it's a paved trail, it's actually a road, a fire road. You can take it up to the top of the sign, but you can just see the back of the sign. Now, if that's your jam, we could do that, but we just don't find the back of the Hollywood sign very interesting. Now, there is a really, really nice view of the city of LA from up here, but we're here basically to see the Hollywood sign. The original Hollywood sign was erected in 1923. It was a wooden sign. It was originally advertising for real estate. and they were trying to sell homes in Beechwood Canyon, which is down below. But it was only meant to be temporary. When Hollywood as a film industry started taking off, they decided they were going to keep the sign. Originally, when the sign was first built, it said Hollywood Land, but those letters were taken down pretty early. Now, each of the letters on the Hollywood sign are 45 feet tall. The whole sign itself is 350 feet long. It got into a state of disrepair over the years, and by the 1970s, it was falling apart. So in 1978, Hugh Hefner started a campaign to raise money to replace the sign. So each letter went for $2,700. The replacement sign was made from steel and concrete supports. And the letters were purchased by a variety of people. So in order from the H, they were purchased by publisher Terrence Donnelly, producer Giovanni Mazza, Kelly Blue Book founder Les Kelly, Gene Autry, Hugh Hefner, Andy Williams, Alice Cooper, yes, that Alice Cooper, Warner Brothers Records, and businessman Dennis Littke. The original sign that was taken down was sold to artist Bill Mack. One of the other things that makes this sign famous is in 1932, actress Peg Entwistle jumped from the H to her death. I think that's probably one of the few suicides from the Hollywood sign. Since then, it's been kind of cordoned off. Now, you can't get close to the front of the sign. There's all kinds of security on there. Again, the closest you can get to the sign is to the back of the sign. I'm just not interested in that. Now, if you want to see it, there's trails that, well, really don't come closer than this. But if you do want to take the trails, you can get those from Griffith Park. You can take the Hollywood Trail, the Brush Canyon Trail, the Wonderview Trail, and Cahuenga Peak Trail. But for your photo opportunity, this place beats all. So right now we are on the Atwater Village side of the Lacretz Bridge, and the other name it goes by is the North Atwater Bridge. This was built in 2019. It's a really strange looking bridge. You can't tell from this angle, but from another angle, it looks like something broke. Like somebody might look at it and say, like, what was that before the earthquake struck? When you see it off I-5, you can see it driving up I-5, it just looks really, really strange, but it is a suspension bridge designed for pedestrians and horses, so it's not unusual you're going to run into a horse as you're crossing it. A really, really strange thing, but it links Atwater Village here to Griffith Park, which is across the LA River. Griffith Park is so massive, you just can't see it all in one day. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try, but there's just so much to see and so much to do. Hours and hours, I mean, days worth of stuff to do in Griffith Park. It is so underutilized and so, I think most people in the Los Angeles area just think it's just a big park, but there's just so much to do here. So if you're from out of town, give Griffith Park a try. And if you're an Angelino, check it out. See what you've been missing, but definitely check out Griffith Park. When you do though, just be careful because it's crazy out there. So please take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.